Okay, in the previous class, we have seen the average value of what? Okay, average value of full wave rectified signal. Okay, average value of full wave rectified signal we have seen. Now we are seeing the RMS value for full wave rectifier. Okay, right? RMS value for full wave rectifier. So, how will we take RMS value? For that, actually, we need to have the current waveform only. Only the current waveform we need. Let us see how the current waveform looks like. So on. Okay, right? This is how the current waveform looks like. Okay. Okay, right? Here, what is the time period? This is 0, this is how much? 5. This is 5. Okay, 3, 5. So on. So the time period is how much? See, this is repeating itself. Time period is 5. Okay, if you say time interval, you should say 0 to 5. Time period is simply 5. Clear? So, how will you find RMS value? 1 by time period. So 1 by, what is the time period? 5. Okay. Then integral 0 to time period. So 0 to 5. Right? Okay. Then what else? IL. Okay. D omega t. RMS value. This is mean. M is over. Okay. Root. R is over. Square. Clear? Right? So again I repeat. 1 by time period, 0 to time period. Here the time period is 5. Okay. Here the time period T is simply pi. So 1 by pi, 0 to pi, right? I square d omega t. Clear? Very easy, right? Let's see our subject. Same thing we have what we did for half wave, now we are doing for full wave. Okay? The circuit which we have seen, in question they will say simply full wave rectifier, you will draw that. Or if they say center tapped full wave rectifier, you will draw that and you will explain all this. Same, okay, similar kind of steps. Next there is one more bridge rectifier. Again similar kinds of steps. Right? Okay? So if you learn that wherever IRMS will come so many times, learn it thoroughly first time. Okay? Then think, apply over. Easy to score. Right? The same concept is repeated again and again and again and again throughout the semester. Right? This is how our subject will be. If you don't listen first time, okay. Second time you don't listen, third time you don't listen, then you will simply fail. Clear? Okay? Right? So what I am trying to say, first attempt itself, learn thoroughly. Then when we go for the remaining, it is just the same thing we are repeating. Clear? RMS value, learn it perfectly. See how many times you referred so far. IDC, how many times you referred. Clear? So this you have to learn very, okay? Perfect. So fine. You explain now, you middle. Explain how you will get this. No? What is the problem? Comments it here. class without difference. Okay. Listen now. Okay, past is past, right? See. Okay, past is past. Whatever you have backlogs, whatever it is. Okay, right? Now onwards, do well. Life will be good. Clear? Okay. Right. So what will this be? 1 by pi as it is. Then integral 0 to pi. What is I? What is this? I am sine, right? It is following sinusoidal shape, and we are only interested in the 0 to pi. So 0 to pi, it will be I am sine. Okay, I am sine omega t, right? D omega t. What else? Whole square. Okay, what else? Square. Clear? Right? Now, so next what? Im square we will have. We can bring out the Im square. Okay? The Im square we can bring it out. Im square by pi. Then what else? Integral 0 to pi sine square omega t. How can we write that? 1 minus cos 2 omega t. By here. See again the same formula. Sin square theta we are replacing with 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. Right? Okay. Then what else? D omega t. Right? Okay. Next what? Let me write. Next what? What can we do here? 2 we will pull out first. Okay, let us pull out the 2 first. So I RMS will be equal to square root of please tell me Im square by 2 pi. Then integral. Now what we will do? Okay, 2 we pulled out already. Okay, right? Next what we will do is we will take the integration separately for 1, separately for cos 2 omega. Okay, so integral 0 to pi d omega t, right, minus integral 0 to pi cos, right? Fine? Okay? Okay? Right? So check carefully what we have done. We have taken 2 outside. Okay, fine. Then integral 0 to pi d omega t is remaining minus integral 0 to pi cos 2 omega t d omega. Clear? Okay? Integral cos is how much? Sine. Okay, it comes in terms of sine. Right? So you will get a sine here. When we substitute sine upper limit, sine 2 pi 0, sine 0. So this entire term will simply become 0. Okay, right? If you want to solve, no problem. If you want to solve, but we can clearly see that this will simply become equal to 0. Okay, similar to what we have seen earlier. Again, see similar, very much similar steps here. Okay, so only this one we have to evaluate. Im square by 2 pi d omega t. What is this? This only you can. This one, how much will you? Just tell me integral d omega. Integral this one you can. Remaining by. You just tell me. Integral d omega t. How much? Huh? How much? Okay, see. Simply integral dt means t. Okay? Integral d omega t simply means omega t. That's it, right? Because there is 1 here. Okay. So this will be omega t, and omega t ranging from 0 to pi. Okay, because this is omega t, right? So ranging from 0 to pi. So this will be how much? Im square by 2 pi. Now you tell me what you will get. Remaining value. What you will get? Upper limit you have to substitute. Okay. So in place of omega t you will put pi. Pi is upper limit minus lower limit. Okay. Now tell me how much you will get. Is square root is there as is. Now tell me how much. Simplify. Pi minus 0 pi. Pi will cancel. What will remain? Okay. Im by root. Right? Think and tell me, this is similar to what? Huh? Okay. What will be? Okay, first tell me, what is the RMS value of a sinusoidal system? That is voltage, because we have taken voltage Vm by root 2. Okay? RMS value of a sinusoidal current will be Im by root 2. Why we are getting same? Because see, this is like sinusoidal half inverted, isn't it? Sinusoidal, this is like sinusoidal signal with negative half cycle inverted. When we square, it doesn't matter whether it is positive, negative, both are equal to positive. Minus 5 square is 25, plus 5 square is also 25. Isn't it? Right? So, that is the reason you are getting same answer. Full wave rectified output also. Okay? What RMS value we are getting, that is equal to sinusoidal signal RMS value. Clear? See, it is like this. If you take magnitude of this, how will you get? How will the waveform be? Take magnitude of this waveform. Okay, take magnitude. Okay, say this is some f of x. This is some f of x. Okay, so if you take mod of f of x, mod means positive it will take as it is, negative it will take positive. That is mod, isn't it? Okay, absolute value or mod, right? So right. So what operation does your full wave rectifier circuit perform? Okay, based on what I just explained. It will give the absolute value, is it? Okay, it is giving the full wave rectifier is also giving the absolute value of the whatever signal you are applying, isn't it? Okay, right? If we take magnitude of, see, magnitude of positive, you get positive magnitude, isn't it? Okay, mod minus 5, how much? 5. Okay, so negative you simply take positive, right? Okay, so actually what mathematical operation your rectifier is performing is, it is performing the mod operation. Clear? Okay, fine. Okay, so we have found out IDC, we have found out IRMS. Next task, whatever we did for half day, we will do. We'll find efficiency. Okay, we'll find ripple factor. All those things. Okay. So similar steps, right? Similar steps. Those who did not understand or did not listen halfway or were absent, listen now. If you understand this, that also you understand. Okay, clear? So let's go ahead with that. Shall I raise this part? Anybody writing this part? Raise your hand. What is the formula for percentage efficiency? Yes. Yes, P. P out by right? What is PDC out? How can you write? Right? PDC out. Formula for power is, what is the formula for power? I square R. One formula is V into I, another formula I square R. Okay, let us use I square R. Output means load. Okay? DC current. Okay? Into RL. Next, what will PAC be? I into is it valid here? Let us see. Okay, let us draw the circuit diagram. Let us see whether what. Okay, she says RS plus RL plus RL. Based on half wave rectifier, we are taking as it is. Okay, based on half wave rectifier, we are taking as it is. Let us see if it is valid or not. Let us take the circuit diagram. Is this the same circuit that we have seen morning or is it different? Yes? Tell me. See, somebody will take resistor, they will draw like this, join here. Okay? Right? Somebody will, some textbook they will take. Ultimately it is the same. The resistance is starting from here. The resistance is starting from the junction of D1 and D2 and the other end is connected here. So both are the same. Clear? Okay, both are the same. Sometimes what happens is you read in one textbook, okay? Then you go to another textbook, you think it is different circuit, it is not the same, it is rearranged. It is not different. Okay? I repeat. You read in one textbook, you go to another textbook. Okay? You think it is a different circuit, it is not a different circuit. It is same circuit rearranged. Clear? See whether I connect these 2 points like this or like this. Ultimately they are connected. Okay? How to find whether the circuits are same or different is see the connections. Clear? Resistor connected from the junction of 2 diodes, other end going here. Clear? Okay? Fine. Now let us see what is the path of current. Okay? We know very well that during positive half cycle. What do you positive half cycle? Okay, what do you get? We get like this, right? Here we get reverse. All this we discuss in the morning. Okay. So first half cycle which diode will conduct? So the path of conduction will be like this, right? Current will flow in this loop. Now what do we have in this loop? We have diode, we have RL, we have this part of winding. Okay? So three components. Diode, so diode forward resistance, RF, okay, then RL, okay, this resistance, Rs, value. Next, second half cycle, how will be the current flow? Second half cycle, the current flows like this. Isn't it? We have discussed in the morning, right? Now again in this part, what else we have? RL, RF you have to consider for the diode, RS you have to consider, right? So yes, the situation is similar to half wave rectifier, because any of the case, right? Okay, any of the case, we have these three: diode, then RL secondary. In this path or this path. At a time only one path is conducted. Clear? Okay? So this is valid. Fine? Is there anybody who didn't understand? You want me to repeat again? Okay. So I understand it is clear. Right? So efficiency again very easy. Same formula. Okay? Similar expression. I think this is as it is what we have for half wave. Yes or no? As it is what we have for half wave, it is valid here. Because it is like two half waves, one in this path, another in this path. Clear? Okay? Fine. So same expression. Now just substitute IDC. How much IDC in this case? How much IDC in this case? 2Im by pi whole square RL. Again this is there in your notes. IDC is 2Im by pi for full wave rectifier. Okay? Then IRMS for full wave rectifier. How much? Im by root 2. Okay? Then RS plus RF plus R. Right? So what will cancel? Im square will cancel. And then what will remain? This will be 2 square, 4. Root 2 square, 2. This root 2 will come to the top. Okay? So 4 into 2, 8. 8 by pi square. Okay? 8 by pi square into RL by RS plus RF plus RL. Right? Next, what we did for half wave, what we need to do here? Next, what we did for half wave, what we need to do here? Yes? Very good. then we neglect RS and RF. Okay, we will same steps we will do. Okay, right? Anybody writing this, raise your hand. This one, anybody writing, raise your hand. When can we neglect RS plus RF? If this is much less than RF, okay, we can neglect. Then what we can have? IRFS is equal to how much? Sorry, efficiency. Percentage efficiency. How much? How much? 8 by pi square into RL by RM will cancel. Right. So percentage efficiency is everywhere into 100. Okay. Right. So everywhere into 100. So how much this will be? Tell me. 80. Which efficiency is more, half wave or full wave? Full wave rectifier efficiency is more. Half wave, how much was the value? 40.2. Okay. How much for half wave? 40.6. Okay, for half wave it is 40.6. Here, how many times more? Double. Okay, double efficiency we are getting because of that. Okay, what is happening in half wave? That negative half cycle is eliminated, wasted. But now that negative half cycle is inverted, because of that only we are getting the double efficiency. Clear? That wastage is avoided. That is also converted into useful. That is the reason the efficiency we are getting double. Clear? Ripple factor, find out, very easy. Find ripple factor. I want everyone to do. మార్నింగ్ క్లాస్ రాసినాము చాలా ఎందుకు తెలుగు రాసి ఇప్పుడు ఏమైంది ఇప్పుడు మంచిది ఇప్పుడు ఎట్లా వచ్చినాను వాటి మరి హార్డ్ వాడుకోవచ్చు వాటి నాకు రిపీట్ ఫ్యాక్టర్ Yes. So just substitute IRMS, IDC, simplify. Everybody writing this diagram. You tell me. Remaining should not answer. What is IRMS here? What is IRMS? Huh? Today only we did na? Huh? IRMS. Hey, popular. What is IRMS? That side. What is IRMS? Yes? IRMS. IM by root 2. IDC? 2IM by 5. Okay? Whole square. Just now in the previous few steps we have done IRMS. Earlier we have done IDC. Okay, so if you simplify this, IM square will cancel. Pi square by 8 2 root. Okay, pi square by 8 minus 1, isn't it? Pi square by 8 are you getting? How much are you getting? 0.4. Which case ripple factor is lower value? Half a how much we had? 1.21. Okay. Here it is 0.48. Okay. Lower value of ripple factor means lower ripples. So which is better in point of ripple factor? Half wave or full wave ripple factor? See. Ripple factor means it will indicate, see, ripple factor low means no ripples. Ripple factor 0 means no ripples in the output. Right? AC to DC conversion, do we want any ripples at output? Yes or no? We don't want. We want a constant Okay, DC. So which is better? Full wave rectifier is better because it has lower value of ripple factor. Here, need not calculate, but transformer utilization factor will be 0.69. Okay, transformer utilization factor for full wave rectifier will be 0.69. What else we calculated for half wave? For half wave rectifier, what is it? Yes? For half wave rectifier, 0.286 we got transformer utilization factor. Here the transformer is better utilized. Okay? Because say one half cycle this part is conducting, another half cycle this one is conducting. Okay? One half cycle this part of the transformer is conducting, another half cycle this part of the transformer is conducting, because of which the transformer is utilized better. Clear? Time